like here, like talking to, Mel 101 versus, listening to him in a crowd and on stage, it's just different. Like he pours in better knowledge. He shares, you feel his story about, his vision about this company. You feel it more deeper and stronger. And it's like cause every time, I go to California, I always end up in a conversation with him, which when I come back and the conversation's over, I'm just even more motivated. And the thing about it, he's just nice. Yes, he's nice and he's funny, and he's just easy to talk to, and he's cool. And like I said, not a lot of people get an opportunity in whatever company they're in, wherever job they work, get to meet the CEO, actually shake his hand and have a conversation about either your life and his life as well. So it's like talking to him, it's just like a blessing.
Yeah. Well, I'm going before I bring Pastor Dale on to hit you with a few questions. What did Mel Gill say about Michael Jordan?
Michael Jordan?
He said if you want to make Michael Jordan what? Oh, was it LeBron James? It was LeBron James.
I forgot.
He said if you want to make Michael Jordan money, you have to do what?
Oh yeah, we gotta play like Michael. We gotta work hard like Michael Jordan. Yeah.
And if you want to make Michael Jordan money, you got to play like Michael Jordan, right?
Yeah.
So this is something the young generation gets. They see it. It's like I like when Chris says that working at 9 to 5. It just kind of keeps them in a frustrating state of being. But when you introduce network marketing to this generation, he said their minds are exposed to it. See, their minds have not been exposed to what is network marketing and how they can benefit this generation, which Mel Gill is always saying. They already have a large network. They have a large network of folks. They're on Facebook, and they've left Facebook, but they're on all type of social media, and they have a large network of people that they socialize with. And to get one or two of them to come aboard and do something, they already got a network. So why not get them connected with something that's going to benefit them? So like Chris said, we can now do the things we've been called to do. Well, Pastor Dale, do you have anything for this young man before we let him go?
Well, Chris, you've definitely thrived and soared in 10, and you've looked at this opportunity. You benefited from the opportunity. You gave the scenario about working for somebody else, which if somebody wants to do that, that's fine. But to give you the freedom that you want to have, you're really going to have some other entrepreneurial activity going on. So, what is it that if you could say one thing that being a part of 10 and being a part of this industry does for you that you didn't have before, what would be that one thing? What does this industry give you? What does this industry give you that you didn't have before?
Honestly, it gave me a better perspective on life. It just like I would never see the opportunities in life or the things I could do in life if it wasn't for 10. Like I said, when being a young person and you working at a 9 to 5, that shit it turns your mentality. It just changes your mentality like right then and there. It's like everything you went to school for in college just went away, and all you're about is just waking up, making sure you get to work on time and making sure you get to lunch on time and then get back and then, listening to other people tell you what to do. And it's like after, going through that process daily and daily with 9 to 5, it just changes the mentality. Where it's over in 10, it just opens up and frees your mind to run your business the way you want to do everything else you have things to do in life, and it just gave me a free mind, basically.
Well, and that's what people really need to hear is because the personal development that this business gives you. Can you imagine, as many young people as Chris getting this information this early in their life about opportunities that is afforded to them through this kind of company, and what it means to give them the freedom and the liberty to make choices for their future versus someone making the choice for them. Look what this young man did. He went to work. He had a supervisor, and he said, you know what? I got something that's better for my supervisor. Let me talk to him about this business. His supervisor comes over, listens to the presentation, the next day joins the business. This is somebody who understands the value of what this business can do to you and do for you. And that's what we really need everybody to understand. I'm just now leaving a meeting with LA. We had a guy that we were bringing into the business today. And one of the things we were talking about is, especially in the D.C. area, everybody wants to have a government job. And when they get a government job, it's like they hit the lottery. Oh, my God, I got a government job, But, when they had when the government closed and people weren't getting paid and, and now they're talking about some areas of the government being laid off because they're people working in those states. There is no guarantee that the job that you have is going to take care of you the rest of your life. You should never put that burden upon anybody else. That's a burden that you have to carry. And when you are young like this young man here, when you take the responsibility for your life at this early age with this kind of opportunity, you can be assured that what you do over the next 2 years will generate enough income for you that whatever job you had, it will double and triple, quadruple the amount of money that you would have made working for somebody else and looking for somebody else to be responsible for taking care of you when you retire. I like the initiative that Chris and his team has, looking outside of the box, saying what is out there that our generation can embrace that will give us the freedom and the liberty to do what we want to do, not what we have to. Chris, hats off to you, man. Great job.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. And, young people are really into staying healthy and wanting to take care of themselves. And, Chris, you mentioned something about the difference from taking the B-Boost than taking those energy drinks that are offered in the stores and the effect that they have on your body. What did you say about that?
I mean, the difference between B-Boost and what society is trying to give us is that B-Boost is more natural. It's more natural energy, and it actually helps you get it through the day. Like, the society's replacing, vitamins with coffee and Gatorade and Powerade and, soda and all these energy drinks, Red Bull and all that stuff. And eventually, and those are not really natural vitamins. Sugar and substance. And eventually it's just, some of that stuff actually kills people. It actually messes up their inside, especially the 5-hour energy. Because right after it's done, you're knocked out right then and there. Where you have B-Boost, where it's a natural vitamin, and once you take it, you're just good for rest of the day. It's just not when it wears off, you just drop and then you just go to sleep. No, it's natural and it's good for your body, and it just keeps everything going and pumping the way it should.
All right, Chris, man, you've blessed us today. Thank you so very much for being here with us. And so, family, I know that you've heard something today from this young man, and it's just to let you know that do not pass this generation by. Chris said the young persons, the generation, their minds need to be exposed to what network marketing is. So take the time, pull them aside, and share with them. Let them look at the choices that they have to make, and how they can take something and with their own efforts and with their own work and set their own goals and make their own money and make it happen, and to bring their friends along so that they, too, can prosper and grow. Remember, Melanie and McGill were just 19 and 21 years old when they started in the industry 24 years ago. That's the age Chris is now. 24 years ago, they started, and look at where they are now. So let's get this generation aboard and get them ready and share with them and teach them and educate them and give them the blueprint, because they can and they will follow instructions. It's something that they want to do. Well, let's go on to Atlanta, Georgia, too. Kevin Vaughn, 1-star. Kevin Vaughn for our quote for the day. Kevin, are you there, sir?
My business partners, can you hear me? 1-star, Pastor Denise McDowell,
Yes.
Pastor Whitener.
Yes.
How you doing today? God bless you. Y'all excited out there? Chris,
very excited.
Incredible, man. Incredible, Chris. You're doing an awesome job. And I got to make a few comments because our wonderful youth are so amazing today. You know, one thing that Chris brought to my mind, Pastor Denise, is the frustration factor in our youth today all around the globe, not just in the United States, but now for some, this is not for everybody, of course, but jobs are just overbroke. And I can understand why there will be a frustration factor with the young people. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got to talk to our young people. You want to get the most energetic people like Chris out there, ladies and gentlemen. There's thousands of them. There's hundreds of thousands of young people just looking for 10. Pastor, I just know this. In every city, we know that. We got to get them there. And, Chris, I want to encourage you, man, to do a video so we can get it out there to our young people, man. You need to do a video, man, and get that out so we can share that with all kind of folks, too. So if you haven't done one already, please consider doing a video, man, on your testimony and just encouraging young people all around the globe. And believe me, that will go viral, I believe, just within our own family, of course. But that'll help everybody to get into the youth network. So, Chris, consider doing a video, my friend, if you're interested in that. And I'm sure a lot of people will be blessed by that. Well, with that said, Pastor Diggs, are you ready for some quotes for today? Woo!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I love it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we want you to take massive action, as Pastor Dale always talks about, too. And Pastor Diggs, take massive action on your 10 business, ladies and gentlemen. I got some powerful quotes from Miles Monroe, one of the most prolific pastors on the planet. He is very visionary and very excited about you. Okay, the first quote of the day says, your value is not determined by what people think about you. It is determined by where you came from. And awesome, Chris talked about this today. You came out of God, ladies and gentlemen. You are made in his image. Woo! Did y'all hear that, ladies? Let me read that one again. It is determined by where you came from. You came out of God. You are made in his image. Okay, that's his first quote for today, ladies and gentlemen. Know that and know this. The next one. Oh, I like to read this real slow. This is another quote from Miles Monroe. It says, woke is God's gift. Woke. That's meaning you being awake. Woke is God's gift to help you discover your potential. Y'all hear that one? Woke is God's gift to help you discover your potential. Right now, everybody on the call is wide awake. Your potential is right before you. I love it. Hey, the last quote of the day, ladies and gentlemen, all around the globe is, you are born to deploy. Ooh, I love this one, Pastor Denise. You are born to deploy, and so you employ yourself. That's what Chris talked about today. He talked about that. I'm going to read this one again. You are born to deploy, so you employ yourself to deploy yourself. Y'all got that one? Oh, I got to read that one more time. Just one more time. You are born to deploy. That means to get busy, and so you employ yourself. That's what Chris is doing, to deploy yourself. Ooh, back to you, Pastor Denise. That's a powerful one day. I'm about to read that 50 times myself today. Go ahead, back to you, Pastor. Employ yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Employ yourself.
Thank you, Kevin Bond, for those positive quotes for the day. You know, positive quotes and inspirational words really can carry you a long way. If you just take those quotes and meditate on them throughout the day, they will just become part of your active thinking. And it's nothing like having positive things to meditate upon, to think on, because success is just that. Success is an attitude, but it's a good attitude. You're either going to have good success or you're going to have bad success. So have good success by having a good attitude. You know, I still love what Chris said earlier. Chris said, I don't want to stand before the Lord and say, sorry, Lord, I had this 9 to 5. Therefore, I couldn't do what you called me to do. My goodness. I'm going to have to give me a T-shirt saying that. So, family, just remember, you have been called to a great purpose. You've been called to do something good, not to really spend your lifetime working a 9 to 5, trying to work towards retirement. You don't want to work towards retirement. You want to work towards living. You want to enjoy life. You don't want to just exist. You want to live. You know, so find out what your God-given purpose is. In order to tennis the vehicle, the challenge that you can become financially free to do what you have been called to do. And you can also stay healthy as you're doing it. We need to be healthy. I mean, without health, what is it to be wealth? You know, health is wealth. So you want to be healthy. You want to remember the hierarchy of success. And the first one is the ladder hierarchy of success. The first one is peace of mind. You have to have peace of mind. You have to have health and energy. You have to have loving relationships. And, yes, you do have to have financial freedom. So let's get them in that order. Peace of mind, health and energy, loving relationships. All that is important to fulfill a good God-given life here on this earth. Well, Pastor Dale, do you have anything to say before we close the call for today?
Let's go out and make it happen, guys. Share. Talk to as many people as possible. Let's get people to your TTPs. You haven't started one. Make a commitment to start the TTP. Get your business growing. Get your teams growing. I'm telling you, this is going to change your future.
Change your future. Chris, what you got to say, man, before we let you go?
Dream big.
Oh, dream big. Dream big. Well, family fun on tonight, where your TTP is in your community, in your neighborhood, in your region. Get to the TTP. Get your guests there. I'm telling you, family, the guests and your friends, everyone, even strangers, they are looking for what we have. Get them in the house tonight. Start inviting them right now. They will. It's never too late. It's never too late. Start inviting right now to get in the house and begin to build your organization, build your team. We're in a good place, at the right place, at the right time, but you must take massive action to benefit from it. Thank you all for being here with us today. Be back on the call. Wait, today is, let's say, Thursday. Don't forget also tonight, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Mr. T will be on tonight with the Show Me the Money call, learn about the compensation plan and how everyone is benefiting from it financially. Mr. T tonight, 8 o'clock, right here, the same number, same access code, followed by Ms. Pat Lowe and Ed from North Carolina. They will be on the call tonight at 9 o'clock p.m., where you will hear testimonies and you will hear about the product and you will hear about the company. 9 o'clock right here, same number, same access code. And join Memo and Prissy and the Spanish team will be on this call this morning at 9:10 a.m. Pacific, 12:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here today for the Spanish call. If you have Spanish-speaking friends, get them on the call today so they can hear and learn all the great things that's happening here in Team Effort Network. And be back on the call again tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock a.m. Pacific, 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's been a great call. And know this, family, you are loved and you are greatly appreciated.
Appreciated. Wow.
Thank you so much, Chris. God bless you all. Mwah.
Great job, Chris. God bless you.